How many folks here drink milk? All right, great. So this has to do with a lot of us. I'm from the United Farm Workers Union, and currently we are working with some workers who came to us, and they spoke to us about some issues that are going on at their company. Issues like the owner walking around the company with a shotgun, saying that the shotgun is for any worker who wants to unionize at his dairy. For any worker who, and so when the workers ask for water at this dairy, the owner said that they should drink from the water where the cows drink. And if the cows hadn't died, then neither would they. Also, the workers have told us that there have been wage step violations at their paychecks. And when the company found out that some of these workers were organizing to have a union at the company, they fired about a third of their organizers. This company is one of the many companies that Dairy Gold purchases from. Company and Dairy Gold has been silent. We had two different events. The last one, the Washington State Labor Council sent representatives there as well, and we had a lot of support from different unions. There was about 200 folks present, and Dairy Gold, instead of coming out to listen to the workers, what they did is they put security guards at every door that they had to ensure that the workers weren't going to be able to go into the building and speak about the issues that were happening at this company. So we just finished up a meeting with Occupy Seattle, and on January 27th, we're going to go back to Dairy Gold, and we're going to demand that they listen to these farm workers, and we're going to demand that the rights that these farm workers have be respected. So thank you for your time, and I hope to see you all there.
All right.
Well, Jan.6, the first thing on the agenda, I would like to get any member from Local 21 to come up to the stage so they can be recognized. We got members from Local 21 here. Recognize any member of ILWU that's in the room.
So I think we have about 8 speakers for tonight. I'm going to introduce our first. So please keep what you have to say to 3 minutes, and then we'll call you. We'll give you a time check and move on to the next person. And you can raise your hand to get on stack, and that's how we'll organize this. So our first speaker is Mike Bouquet from Local 21. He's a rank and file member.
So, as she said, I'm a rank and file member. I'm not here to represent the union. I'm just a working man in the middle of a battle, a cause. I think that we have a lot of similarities, and the fact that what's going on in this country today is
Can you get closer to the microphone, Mike?
is affecting everybody. So, out of passion, I'm here to speak a little bit about our struggle. What we're dealing with is a multinational corporation, EGT, a shipping line from South Korea, and another Fortune 500 club out of Japan. Pretty much what's happened is that this conglomerate of corporations came into our community, and long before they got there, they came and talked to the people in the community. And what was said is like what a lot of corporations in corporate America does, is they make a lot of promises. A lot of times we find out in the end that's not what comes about for them. They came to our community and they threw a few $100 here, a few $100 there to some of the local charities and try to paint a picture of how good, they were going to be for this community and how much this community was going to prosper from it. Jobs and the growth in the community. They promised numerous jobs from ILWU, which obviously hasn't followed through. They've promised construction work for 2 years for a community that was, didn't have, had a high unemployment of construction workers laid off at almost 15%. So what happened is things were done for this corporation. They were given, a dock, and they were granted some land that had to go through eminent domain and take it from somebody else. And all these things were done for them on the promises that they were made to us in the community. And what turned out happening is that a lot of right-to-work state people are the ones that came in and did all this construction. Every day we'd go down to the gate, what we'd see is every license plate from right-to-work states coming in and doing these construction jobs. Why all the labor in Longview, Cowles County, and the surrounding areas were still unemployed. We had a couple different big projects going on in construction, and the other one was the third super Walmart of Cowles County was being built, and the same thing happened there. So we had these two big, huge construction projects going on, and yet everybody in our community is unemployed. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with when handshakes were made and promises were made, and they paint themselves as something they're not. They went as far as to not only take these right-to-work state people in from all over the southern United States and down south, but they also brought in people from out of this country, to work on a continuous pour of this concrete for several months while they were pouring the concrete from the silos and the footings of these buildings. And when they were done, they were gone. So we, tried negotiating with them. They really didn't, I don't think, ever had an intention to employ us. It was all big shit. Through our struggle with trying to fight this corporate giant, we have what we always see, and that's government and police actions doing their bidding for them, backing them up with everything they do. I look around and I didn't know much about the internet, to be honest with you, until this struggle started a couple of years ago. And then I went through the help of my 5-year-old and my 12-year-old. I learned a little bit about computers and how to get on, turn it on. And so ever since that day, I've been researching, and I've been looking into issues in this country, and I see the struggle that everyone's going through. I see the shipment of jobs overseas. I see the money being evaporated from this country, from the working class. I see a I'm just a working man. I don't know that much about politics. As a matter of fact, now that I get to know a little bit more about it, I don't like politics. I'm here to talk to you, man, and a woman, I'm a child, whoever will listen. I know it's a struggle, and it takes a voice of people and of some form of action to get any kind of response from these people. We've tried everything we can. We're working every angle we can. Many of my fellow colleagues are working, day and night. We're doing everything we can. It just appears that between big business and the political action, the political aspect of this country has been bought off, and we don't have any rights left. You know, all the laws have been changed for the big, the rich, and the powerful. And I don't think they care much about us. So, you know, we've had over 100 of my fellow members I work with, you know, on over 200 and some odd charges arrested by the police. We've had police going out of their way to take extraordinary measures to try to intimidate us and arrest us in front of our children, our wives, and our homes with machine guns. And we're talking about charges. A lot of them are just misdemeanor trespassing tickets or something that can be sent in the mail, which they have been since things have changed in that aspect. But I didn't realize how extreme the forces were against the working people until this involvement got started. And then after watching the things I see on videos and a few occasions I've made a trip to the big city because we live in a small town, the brutality and the absolute despicable forces, you know, the corruption against us as people. Sorry, I'm not a speaker. I start getting a little emotional. It's not out of injustice, and I immediately respond, I immediately react. I'm enraged. So, you know, we've been fighting things every way we can, and I know we've had assistance from outside entities. I know we're all working people, we're all citizens of this country, and we all see the same injustice. And I know for me, when people stand by me, I'll stand by you. I'm sure some of you are familiar with, you know, the Jan.6 show or some of these other things that I look at, and I see the just outrageous agenda that our government and Congress has passing bills against the working people and against, like in favor of the banks and the money that's being extracted from us, and I'm enraged. And then when this battle hits home for me, there's a gentleman that I work with in here that has a saying that all we have left is safety and jurisdiction. That's the two things that where I work, that's what we have to stand on, and that's all we got left. And so I see a corporation coming into my community, signing a legal lease with our working agreement in there, and they just need to fight it, and they can just keep going, and they get away with it, it appears. They're trying to take the foot out, one of our legs out from under us, and I don't plan on hobbling for a living. I plan on standing on 2 feet. Like I said, I'm not a speaker, and I hope I didn't disappoint anybody, but this fight in Longview is going to be fought until the end. As a member of my community, as a rank and file member where I work, I'm going to be on the front of that line, come fucking bullets, come tear gas, whatever comes at me, I'm going to be right there in front. So I have a few thousand people behind me that can fall back on. What I'm asking for is for citizens, for labor, for middle class people, for everybody, every class of people. We don't stand together and fall for everything. When I ask you, as just a group of people to come to Longview to support something, a noble cause, I ask you to come in peace. I ask you to come in maybe civil defiant. I remember reading something about Martin Luther King, as he said in an Alabama jail cell. He says there's two kinds of laws, just and unjust. And the unjust law is every American's obligation to be in defiance of it. I think some changes were made after that. I think that did some good in this country when we brought that to light. And I'm just going to tell you that I'm going to be down there. I'm there every day. I'm an active member of fighting this. And all I'm here is for a cause that's, I think a lot of us have in common, that a lot of us are going through. And I just want to see some people standing next to me. When that ship comes in, I'm going to be down there. I'll see you there if you come down and join me.